yeah, make good use of them. We have the session coming up, which is the one on relationships. And after that, we shall have the solemn truth by our elder, Dr. Milka Singh. Once again, the messages here are streamed online on the YouTube channel for Musda Youth. So please feel free to find them there. And I would like to take this opportunity to invite our speaker for
Good evening, everyone. Hello. Hello, hey. We use it in secondary school sometimes when we visit. So to draw attention, we say, hello, hey. Then they say, hey, hey, so that they can listen. Hello, hey. Yes, I know you're university students, but you can recap some things of secondary. So, right. Sorry, I may have a hoarse voice a bit because I've had a bit of some chest issues these few days, but I'll be fine. We shall still continue. I greet all of you in the name of Jesus Christ. I hope you are all well. My name is up there. I'm Evelyne Lufafa. I'm a counselor by profession, and I work here at Makere University. I sit at the Counseling and Guidance Center. How many people have ever come there? Okay, how many people know where it is? Just a handful. Guys, you're waiting to hit rock bottom, right? Yeah? Most people want to come when, you know, we are firefighting. that place has been put there by the university as a wellness center for your mental health. As you are studying, once in a while you may have issues that you need to offload to someone who doesn't know you, who will not judge you, so that you can go on. But I know there are students who finish 4 years, 5 years, and they never come to the counseling center. Am I wrong? Some of them reach an extent of dropping out, as in dropping out of school. Then when they come back, the registrar says, go to the counseling center, speak to a counselor, let them know what happened to you then. Yeah? Then again, we have to write a letter to say you had mental health challenges, what. Why not come now? Utilize these services, because when you get me outside for individual counseling, you're going to pay equivalent to $30. You know how much that is? Per hour. Yes? Yes. You're going to pay 100,000. Others will ask you for 150. It's very expensive when you go for individual therapy out there. But now here it is cheap. I mean, it is free. The university is the one paying us to give you that service. So when you don't utilize it, you are missing. Okay, that is not what brought me today, but because I'm in Makerere, and I will need to still give you some awareness that we have a wellness center for your mental health. Okay, here is our topic. Now, this topic is not very easy. This topic, the aim is to give you basic information, okay? It is not that everything here is what must happen or is the only thing that will happen. Why? Because the topic we are speaking about is biblical, cultural, economical, social, you know. In your culture, they could have told you something else, you know. So here we are using general information, things that should be ideal, okay? So don't say that, but in my culture, they told me this and you've not touched it. I may not touch it because I may not know what they taught you. Okay. So that's the agenda, just to know about personal preparation for marriage. Do we need to, why prepare? How to prepare? Now, it is so sad that I really wanted to speak about love and infatuation, but because of problems of this world, I failed, because I had wanted just to connect from there. But I want to believe that you had that topic yesterday, right? Because if you didn't, that topic you had yesterday, understanding what love is, what true love is, being able to differentiate infatuation. Yes. You being able to differentiate infatuation from true love. And remembering that sometimes, even in true love, there's infatuation, you know? And being able to tell the difference is important before we even go into this topic. But we'll go ahead because at least you already had it yesterday, right? Okay. They had even given me this and I'm using the laptop, you know, being analog. Okay. So this introduction is just to normalize, to let you know that we are created for connections. We are conditioned or programmed to fall in love. Yes? When did you first have your first crush? When you were in which class? P1, P2? Let's say the truth. When did you ever have the first crush? Yes? Some people want to tell me never. Yeah? Don't lie. You've ever had a crush even as early as P5. There's this girl who used to have a ponytail and you could keep looking at them. Then you go home and say, I think this one will be my future wife. Yeah? Or my future husband. But then that phase also fades away. Meaning that it's normal to have a crush. Because we have been programmed to prepare you for the future. So, a person must be raised in a family. I've put in brackets, that is the ideal. knowing very well that we have some people who do not get a chance of being raised in a proper family. Yeah? And that person should be coming from a family which believes in the concept of true love, lives by it, and some of you are lucky to be born in such families. However, learning to love begins at birth. Yes. So you cannot give what you don't have. If you are not loved as a child from a baby, as you grow up, it can have an impact on how you understand love. And for that reason, we have very many difficult relationships. Love according to what they have seen as children. If you never saw your father hold your mother's hand, tell her sorry, it's very difficult to do that. Yeah, because you did not see that unless you learn it through the movies or the books. And that's for people who are willing to learn. So that's where the ideal true love starts, in an ideal family. That's why we said it was maybe important to discuss that. And she said, I'm sure you got to know that infatuation, that love which is like fire, burning, you know, it is very physical, like it's highly physical. The problem is it's selfish, because usually when people covenant, keeping that covenant requires two committed people. So sometimes you find a young person saying, I'm in love with this person, and I think that they're the ones I'm going to get married to. And then this person is working so hard to make the relationship good. They're the ones making all the calls. They're the ones who make sure that, things. Meanwhile, the other person, you're doing 80%, and this person is doing 20%. Is that commitment? Yes? Is that commitment? So, it's a commitment between two people. The moment you are doing 80 and this person is giving 20, you better wake up and know where you are. Otherwise, you will get lost and get sick of hysteria, and start following someone. Yet for them, they thought, we are just relating. We are not on serious business of marriage, I know right now, most of you are not ready. So we are teaching you this just to have basic what? Information, right? So marriage preparation, it should be considered with calm reason and an impassioned judgment. Naturally, when people meet, do we have people in third year, fourth year? Okay, people who are about to finish school. Yes? We have them here, right? Yeah, maybe, of course, they might benefit more or something. But even people who are lower, maybe you're contemplating, especially girls usually get married earlier. Boys take time, eh? Boys usually, it can happen after 28 years, maybe 30, but girls, by 24, 25, they're already beginning to prepare themselves in their heads. Sometimes, some boys also marry early. A boy to marry early, I consider he has married at 25, 26, yeah. Usually they can go up to 30. So I'm just trying to tell girls here, if your boyfriend is 24 and you're 24, as you're on fire, you want to get married. For him, he's saying, let's give it time, And then you start saying, but this guy also, he's not serious. He's trying to say, I am not psychologically what? Because that's a feminine mind. The male, masculine mind tells him that, hey, what are you going to do now? You don't have a job yet. You have not settled. You've not done this and this. So when you get such things, always know that you are different people. One is masculine, the other one is feminine. So it can happen. So marriage is a decision and not a feeling. The moment you step in and say, yes, we are going to get married, you are taking a what? A decision. It's no longer feeling. There's feeling that I feel like I like you. That feeling can change the next day, by the way. So do not go on these things of, this boy has promised. This boy promised to marry me one time. Now you see he's with another girl. Yeah? That one, he was using feelings. He felt like, but no decision yet. Okay? Because feelings can change anytime. So, if you have been praying, they say twice before you contemplate marriage. Pray how many times? How many times? 4. Because guys, we are saying it's from the family that people learn how to love. For us to have a secure nation, to have fewer mental health problems, we want stable families. So you are contemplating for something very serious, which holds your entire future, the future of your children, plus your grandchildren, and maybe your great-grandchildren. So, if you've been praying twice, pray 4 times. It means this decision needs you to take really good time to pray and get wisdom from God of the decision you want to take. Marriage is something that will influence and affect your life, both in this world and the world. Yes, because you're young, I don't want to tell you very scary things. Some of you will say, the counselor said this thing, so me, I'll never get married. Yeah? But the truth is, it will influence. You remember when they used to tell you, the marks you get in senior 6 are going to influence what you'll be in future. Did they lie you? Did they lie? So they lied. If you did biology, okay, if you did Hague, are you doing medicine? So you're doing according to what you? So even the decision you take, the person you're going to stay with in your life has a lot to do with you having a good life in this world or a very frustrating life, and also the world to what? To come. Because it might also affect your Christian life, and maybe you hate God, you walk away from church because this person chucked me, this person dropped me or did something to me. So it's something that you contemplate with time. You don't hurry into. Be sure that you genuinely love the person and they love you for who you are. We know of people, older people, not you. People who fall in love. You know, when you're young like this, most of you are size what? Yeah? Size 12, size 10, the campus figure. But you see now, when you grow and come to my age, you start going in size 16, 18, yeah? Things change. And then this guy tells you that you are not the person I dated at campus. You're different, yeah? And they start dropping you. Oh, you're not the man that I knew. You used to be tall and lean. Now you have a stomach. So because things have changed. So people should love you for who you are, knowing that, by the way, people change with age. We don't remain the same. If you saw me today and if you met me maybe 20 years ago, we are different people, okay? So, So I was saying that you should be connected mentally, spiritually, and if not, reconsider early. Trust. No relationship survives without trust. If there's no trust, the relationship can never survive. Basic trust. Then I said, finish school. First things first. Now, I talked about age for one reason. I said, when girls are about 24 to 25, they start panicking that I want to get married before I'm 28, yeah? So because of that, you become vulnerable to anyone and anything. So some of your boyfriends maybe finish school earlier, okay? Maybe they're already working. I'm just giving an example, yeah? So if they're already working, they begin giving you pressure. I said this because I meet young people and they tell me these things. And the guy says, me, I want us to get married now. And you're in second year. Yeah? And then says, if not, tell me, I get another person. And so you begin saying, maybe let me accept because they'll leave me. Let me ask, is that the last person in this world? Yes? It's just a drop in the what? In the sea. So you need to, even girls sometimes give boys pressure. I say the same things. She's saying, for me, if we don't get married now, then you don't love me. So, finish school. These two institutions are very busy. The moment you join a marital relationship and you're busy with coursework, busy with what, you have already set a pace for yourself. Stress is going to disturb you, and you will not even enjoy the relationship. That's for a fact. Okay, if we have those ones who are married and they are studying, it's okay. If you can handle that, please go ahead. But if you're not yet, please do not attempt first finish school. Okay? Because both are highly demanding. Think about the life with the person you're going to live with. How will things in reality play out? Leave alone the euphoria which comes with the infatuation. That one lasts for a short period of time. It goes away. Reality sets in. And then, are you compatible, especially spiritually? In most cases, people say, I can get married to a Muslim. After all, it's just marriage. I told you that is going to determine your happiness or your misery. Because as you're busy saying, me, I'm a Christian, I'm going to church, the other person is saying, I'm a Muslim. And therefore, you also have to take my children to the what? To the mosque. So compatibility is very important. It can reduce some of the likely, already marriage has its own conflicts. So when you add compatibility, it becomes more dramatic. Because now you're going to have children, now you'll fight for them. They don't go to this church, they go to this church. So care about your spirituality. Education-wise, you have a degree, and then maybe the person you're going to marry is very lower than you, maybe with only a certificate, and they have stopped there. You might have challenges of incompatibility, okay? So education-wise, age-wise, we know age is just a what? But those numbers sometimes are real. They become real. You're a boy of 30 years, then you're going for a woman of 40. What are you looking for? With the time, the number is going to become real. And then you're the one going to start saying, but now the woman is old. Me, I want someone who is like my age. Who sent you to an older woman? Someone not in your generation. Girls. Yes, they say for girls it's okay. But you're 25. Then you're getting someone who's 45. By the time you're 40, how old will they be? You're getting married to your parent, right? So now you want him to behave like a boyfriend, yet he also has instincts of being your parent. He starts telling you, don't leave home, stay here, don't work, I'll bring everything home, because he's scared that you will come back to these boyfriends of your age. So, but you accepted to create the misery yourself. Please stay in your lane, okay? Stay in your lane and stay in your own generation. You will manage things that you understand. So think about that. I know some of you are being pressured at home because they say, but this man has been paying for you school fees. Did you make a contract that when you pay school fees, I'll get married to you? So please, don't go for things you regret after. True love needs nurturing. It takes work. I'm sure you studied that. Okay. These are things that someone writes. This is, I got from a write-up, still from Ellen White, who says that, let the woman who desires a peaceful, happy union, who would escape future misery and sorrow, inquire before she yields her affections. Does this person have maybe a mother? Does this person have a father? Both a boy and girl. This is for both, okay? how do they treat their parents? You know, you hear your boyfriend telling you, but I mean, my mom, I'm tired of that woman. I don't like her. Me, if there is anything, if I ever finish school, I'll leave this country. I don't want to meet my mom. Listen well, because if someone does not like their mother, then they do not like maybe their father. How special are you? How special are you? Just know that you'll be treated in the same way. If they don't respect their mother, it is very highly that they will not respect you too. That is how they level women. So, what is their character? Is he mindful of her wishes and happiness? When you see someone cares about their parent, their mom, it's very likely that they will also care about you. So do not just look at, oh my gosh, she's beautiful, he's handsome. I want to tell you, all of us at one time were beautiful. But these things change. For a fact, they change and you become something else. You even go in the mirror and tell yourself, really? You understand? So these things change. The nice figure, it changes. The hunk begins when age catches up. The face becomes different. So just know that the physical attraction works only the time that you are getting attracted to someone. Thereafter, reality sets in. My time is almost over. Communicate more when in dating, because I know before people consider marriage, they start from far, from dating to courtship. It takes some time. So do more communication, talk more. The more you talk, the more you understand someone. Some people spend time just on their phones and, they never talk. You never get to know people. Talk about your wishes before you get married, number of children. I handled a couple that divorced because of the number of children. The man wanted 5. The lady had a medical complication. She could only have 3. And he took it too far. He even went to look for other children outside. So these very innocent boys you see, he can change. Even the innocent girls, yes, you can see him and say because he's young. But when reality sets in, so it's good to talk about such things. Skills, learn some skills. Yeah, someone they came to me as a young couple, and their issue was the girl didn't know how to cook. The guy said, you buy food, you find it in the house. She can't cook. She keeps ordering for KFC, and nowadays you guys order food on apps, But that does not last for long. Reality sets in. So learn some skills before you consider such a serious institution. And then, boys, are you really ready? Do you have a job? Do you have some skills? What do you know about women? You're just rushing into things. You do not know what women are. You don't know how sensitive they are. Learn something. Even the girls. What do you know about men? So go into something while you know that this is it. And then introduce intentions to both parents. Let them be part of this union if it will happen. Please do not hide from your parents. Because at the end of the day, marriage, I said, is social. They will be part of it. And when they oppose you when it's too late, like some of you come from cultures where you have clans, totems, right? So you come with some boy and say, this is my boyfriend, and you're in love, and so on. And then your mother says, hey, oh no, achika, And then you start saying, no, mom, that's outdated. What? You see, you start pulling ropes with your parents. Even when you go ahead, you will not be happy. So, do the right thing at the right time. Learn basic skills. Love yourself first. I meet people who tell me, but he doesn't even tell me that I'm beautiful. He never tells me anything that I'm smart. I'm talking about people who are already married. Yeah? Not you yet. And then I ask myself, but do you know that you're beautiful? It starts with you. First, love yourself. Be enough for yourself. Be happy before you get married. Don't get married to be happy people. You'll be disappointed. You'll be so disappointed. So be happy, then get married. Go for premarital counseling. In case you ever consider such an institution, don't enter it without going through premarital counseling. you'll get big surprises. Make gratitude a habit. Constantly wishing you had more money, more kids, more time, better treatment will make you frustrated. Let me just rush through. Financial stability is key factor in marital happiness. Look at all those things, not just love, love, love. You know, the learning and growth. So every time you can see something new. So learning, reading books, asking people who are older than you is important. The choice of a life companion should be such as best to secure physical, mental, and spiritual well-being for you, the future parents, and even your children, such as will enable both parents and children to bless others and to honor their creator. That's still N.G. White. So the whole thing is, the person whom you end up with has a lot to do with either your misery or happiness. Spoken about. And I said, these are only the few basics. When you even get prepared for marriage, they will take you in different meetings, the elders, the what, because they know you have to continue learning. So when adults want to teach you, do not refuse. Learn. You never know it will help you. 1 Corinthians describes love as what? Patient, kind. Of our presentation, maybe just one question. And before the question, they had already given me a question here. How best can I heal from a heartbreak? I've tried to make peace and let go, but it seems I loved this lady so much. I am depressed. And I am sorry. That's why I said, it's the reason why we have that place, the counseling center, because we know that as students, you can face this. You see, the thing is with a heartbreak, it takes you through a loss. It means you have lost a relationship. And that loss gives you feelings which are similar to grief. It's like someone who is bereaved. So you may not even differentiate, yeah? It may appear like as though you lost somebody. But that is how we're created. The reason why you're depressed is because you're going through the normal response of grief. When you lose, what happens? You feel bad about it, right? You get sad. So, but first you get angry, you go into denial, you go through all those stages. But for you to heal properly, you need to come and get an environment, speak to someone, and vent out. Speak about this relationship with someone who's not going to judge you. Sometimes you're holding on to certain things which are not necessary, and you can be helped and supported to heal. Healing takes some time. So what you're going through is normal. But you need to be given some coping strategies of how do you cope during this time when you're going through a heartbreak, so that you don't again get bad behaviors. Like, that's how people learn drinking. You were not drinking, but because of this relationship going sour, you start drinking so that you can sleep. Please come to the counseling center, because I know what I'm going to give you here will not be enough. But just know a heartbreak is normal. Relationships can start. They can do what? Being in love with someone here. People, just know that someone being your boyfriend or your girlfriend never means that they will be your wife or they will be your husband. No, it's not automatic. Sometimes it can work for some people,